Jeff Koons. I was attracted to Jeff Koons' work because of how bright and colorful it was. I grew even more interested when I discovered the deeper, perhaps darker meaning behind said pieces. Quick facts and background. Born January 21st, 1955 in York, Pennsylvania, he first attended School of the Art Institute of Chicago as well as Maryland Institute College of Art. He's most commonly known for his pop culture inspired objects. Some of his most notable pieces of work are Balloon Dog, New Hoover Convertibles, and his most recent installment, Seated Ballerina. He is also known for his pieces depicting balloons and inflatable toys. His first career in the art industry was working at the membership desk at the Museum of Modern Art. He stood out by wearing bright polka dot clothing and large bow ties and sometimes even an inflatable flower. Koons claims membership doubled in his New Hoover Convertibles. New Hoover Convertible is one of the first installments. It consists of 4 different types of vacuums in a plexiglass case with industrial fluorescent lights. As we know, Jeff grew up in the 50s where the United States was encouraging gender roles for men and women. Men were supposed to be the providers in the home, while women were supposed to be the perfect housewife. This included cooking, cleaning, and taking care of the kids. This piece is meant to convey vacuums as these luxurious items that women should be proud to own. This is meant to force us to look at everyday objects and examine how they're portrayed and how they relate to race and sexism and many other things. Balloon Dog. Probably one of his most well-known pieces is the Balloon Dog. As you can see, he made 5 different colors. The yellow one was placed in an exhibition of his at the Modern Museum of Art in New York. The red dog was sold in April of 2010 for a surprising amount of only $540. This was 47% less of the low estimate the dog would go for. The magenta dog has been in many events, including the first exhibition of Palazzo Grassi, Where Are We Going? The orange dog is currently on display at Christie's Rockefeller Center Galleries in New York. Finally, the blue variation of this piece was sold for a whopping $58.4 million, and there's also a copy of this one at the Broad in LA. Rabbit. Made in 1986 and first shown at the Elena Sonnabend's Gallery in New York, the rabbit stands at just over 3 feet tall. Many wonder what it's exactly meant to represent. Some asked if it reminded them of Disney, Playboy, along with many other ideas. Jeff simply said it is all of them. He wanted the sculpture to look uninterested in the viewer, yet interested at the same time. Controversy has surrounded the stainless steel bunny simply because we don't know what it's meant to represent. And when asking the artist, we are left even more confused than before. Play-Doh. Standing at about 9 feet tall and 10 feet wide, Play-Doh is one of Jeff's biggest pieces. This piece is a realistic statue of 27 interlocking painted pieces of aluminum. Unlike many other pieces from Jeff Koons, we know exactly what this is supposed to represent. It's supposed to represent the energy of creation and the idea that we can all be artists. He got this inspiration from his son, who was a toddler at the time, who showed him a pile of Play-Doh squished together and showed him how proud he was of it. Seated Ballerina. The Seated Ballerina is Jeff's latest piece, standing at 45 feet tall in the middle of New York City's Rockefeller Center. This sculpture is based off a porcelain figurine made by Oksana Zinkrup. Jeff decided to make this piece reflective, so we see our reflection. When we move, our reflection will move with us, and be disrupted by the curve or wrinkles of the sculpture. He wanted our experience to be dependent on ourselves.